Hello, my Bident family. I greet you all once again. Happy weekend to you all. Atiku is making problem. Atiku wants them to declare the president. Atiku, you are not our target. Atiku, right from time, you don't have a case. You don't have a case. Forget the fact that you and Baba, you people are not in good terms. That is why you are trying to struggle. At the end, maybe you are thinking that they will declare you. You can never be president. My people, I would love you people to watch this analysis by our brother. This is a great analysis. You don't need to be told. Share it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure the fact that the title says Atiku to be declared president must have brought you, to this video. Now, between yesterday and today, it seems to have been a drama that INEC seems to be playing because of what has been on the headlines. But before we go into the details and the headlines, I remember before the election, I was talking to friends. I said, this is just a game. The person they want, the cabal, the power that be, is Atiku to become president now. Hold up. Now, why I'm saying this now, why we're bringing it to the fore, is between yesterday and today, it now looks like Nigerians are being played. On the headlines, when you go on channels television, you will see Atiku urges Tribunal to uphold INEC declaration that he won 21 states. On the Vanguard, you will see a presidential poll affirm INEC's claim that I won in 21 states. That's what Atiku is telling the court. And when you check the Punch newspaper, you will see today, 22nd July 2023, Atiku is saying, declare me president. As he says, he tells Tribunal in final address, declare me president. You can see it clearly. And a lot of people are concerned. How this one they win 25 states, 21 states, but a few people are saying, is this a game plan? So is it about not allowing Peter Obi to be president or not allowing an Igbo man to be president? I don't want it to bring up a conspiracy, but we all know the way the Igbos has been treated in the country all this year. So let me just go into this news so you understand what I'm talking about. Now, the presidential candidates of the People's Democratic Party, that's Atiku Abubakar, in this article, he asked the Presidential Election Petition Court that they should declare him winner of the presidential election that held on the 25th of February, because he won 21 states. And I'm wondering, how did he win 21 states? Because it's everywhere right now. Now, this was what he stated, that the winner announced by the Independent National Electoral Commission, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was not qualified to contest the election, And you can tie this with the fact, why is INEC now saying now that they did not know that Tinubu had a forfeiture of $460,000. Now, go with me because I smell a rat. What has the Igbo man done to Nigeria? Can they be forgiven if an Igbo man has offended Nigeria? Because I don't think this was about Peter Obi. What has the Igbo people done? But let's move on. He now says, having regard to an order of criminal forfeiture against him arising from a drug-related offense, his declaration of allegiance to a country other than Nigeria, an acquisition of citizenship to another country, and presenting a false certificate to the first respondent, INEC. So Atiku stated that he has, proven, these are all things that were in their cases, PDP and the Labour Party. So Atiku stated that he has proven that the return of Tinubu in the election as the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria was invalidated by reasons of substantial non-compliance with the mandatory provisions of the Electoral Act 2022 on electronic transmission of results for collation and verification by deliberate bypass of the off and failure to transmit the election result electronically. So Atiku went on to make the request in his final address filed on July 20th to support, in support of his joint petition with the PDP seeking the nullification of INEC's declaration of Tinubu as the winner of the poll. And he's number 2. And they are now claiming he won 21 states. That's the one many people cannot understand. Now, in this address signed by the lead counsel, who is Chief Chris Uche SAN, an article said that INEC's assertion that he won in 21 states was neither disputed, retracted, debunked, not claimed to be an error through the proceedings of the tribunal so far. INEC had, in its response to Atiku's petition, asserted that the PDP presidential candidate won. I'm repeating it again and again because it's amazing that he won 21 states of the federation in the presidential polls of February 2025. Now, the 21 states listed by INEC as having been won by Atiku himself, were Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, we have Bauchi, we have Bayelsa, we have Borno, we have Delta, Ekiti, Gombe, Jigawa, Kaduna, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Nasarawa, Niger State, Osun, Sokoto, Taraba, Yobe, and Zamfara. Now, Atiku said that since INEC on its own claimed that he won the states and did not rebut the assertion throughout the proceedings, he said the tribunal should proceed to uphold the declaration because they've come out to say, yes, we are at fault. This is what Atiku won. So let me just go through some parts of the final address and it's, reading in parts. It says, notwithstanding, the first respondent INEC unequivocally and clearly admits in its pleadings, namely paragraph 18 on page 13 of its reply to the petition, which was never refuted nor retracted, that the petitioners won 21 states of the federation in the presidential election, which is an admission against interest. They went on to say, as a result of non-use of the collation by electronic transmission, the first respondent INEC later altered the admitted result of 21 states for the first petitioner in 12 states. Okay. Now, the petitioners have established that the return of the second respondent as the winner of the presidential election held on the 25th day of February 2023 was unlawful and unconstitutional, having not scored 1/4 of the valid vote cast in the FCT, Abuja, as required by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999. So the petitioners have proved, I'm still reading, proved that the second respondent was not duly elected by a majority of the lawful vote cast in the election. The respondent proffered very scanty evidence in defense and virtually abandoned their pleading by not calling necessary witness and not having any credible defense on the petition. We submit with all sense of responsibility that this nation and the judiciary stand at the threshold of history. So he added, that's Atiku, that the fact that the presidential election was never been nullified, okay, the election has never been nullified by the courts in Nigeria before now, was not a good reason not to do so now, as according to him, it is very just to do so. Now it is dicey, and there are big questions asked here. What question the people are asking right now between yesterday and today? What game, I beg your pardon, what game is INEC playing? What game did Atiku win 21 states? Where did they get this calculation from? It's really amazing. So what game is INEC playing? So is it about not allowing Peter Obi become president, or do they have a problem with an Igbo man leading that cannot be forgiven or that cannot be settled? I don't know what you think about this. In the comment section, what's your thought? What's playing out? Can the judiciary man up to unearth all these discrepancies and give the person that won, the rightful person, Peter Obi, the mantle to lead this nation? And I strongly believe Peter Obi is not a biased person. He can do this job. But we are being messed up in this country by tribalism, chauvinism. Someone will come to my page and call me Igbo man. I'm not an Igbo man. Yoruba name. I am Yoruba. I'm not Igbo. But you know, this being biased, sentimental, tribalistic is one of the major problems causing our retrogression in this country. The earlier we realize that Nigeria is to be less biased or not biased and know that we should try to be one. We should see ourselves as human beings. We should see ourselves as Africans. We should see ourselves as Nigerians. And then we will be lenient with ourselves. Not because I'm a Yoruba man, I can't help an Igbo man. Not because I'm a Yoruba man, I can't help a Kanuri man. Till the point where we start behaving like this, Nigeria will never be good. To the point where we know that an Igbo man can lead the country aright. And then because we have a democracy to guide the system, if we practice true democracy, most of these leaders are scared because they know they've not been practicing the real democracy. If we practice the real democracy and power is given to the people, there is nobody that can just come as a president and just divide the country. This is still a puzzle to me, and I pray we can unravel it. How did they amount to 21 votes for Atiku? Or they just want to mess it up further? My name is Alvin Ilere. You can call me Olu Alvin, or just call me Mulungu. And I say, Lord have mercy. See you in the next video.